Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah. Today I'm going to be doing a challenge of sorts. So my friend actually gave me this idea of numbering the eyeshadow in a palette, or in my case a few palettes, and having someone else choose random numbers to decide what eyeshadows I use. So each eyeshadow pan in a palette will correspond with a number, and I was like, that's a great idea. That sounds really fun. I haven't seen anyone else do this, but then again, I also haven't searched for if anyone has done it. I'm not even sure what to call it exactly, but if someone else has done it, my bad. Now, my friend doesn't know what palettes I'm using or how many palettes I'm using, so there can be no purposeful sabotage. And I haven't looked at the numbers with the eyeshadows that she chose yet. I had her choose 6 random numbers through 1 to 69 for transition shade, crease shade, an overall lid color, the outer V color, bottom lash line, and inner corner. So this should get interesting. The palettes I'm using have a pretty good color range, so it's gonna be pretty fun. Before I get started, make sure to like this video and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Alright, let's get started. Okay, the palettes I'm going to use today are the Morphe 35V palette. There are 35 shades, and I use this on the daily. These 4 rows are really beautiful, and you can create some good day looks with this. The next is my BH Cosmetics Supernova palette. There are 18 really beautiful foil eyeshadows in here. There are no mattes, so that is another wrench to throw into this challenge. And then my new LA Girl palette. So I think you pronounce this Hote, but I think since it's like a play on words, it's hot heat, but I'm not sure. I just bought this yesterday, so I've only been able to play around with it once, and that was this morning, so I haven't gotten a good feel for it yet. But there are 16 really beautiful summery shades in here, and then it comes with a really large mirror, which I like. That'll be great for travel. Okay, so for the numbers, I'm gonna start off as the top left as 1, and then go across, come back down, go across, so on and so forth. The first number that we are working with is 12, so that is going to be in the Morphe 35V palette, and it is this shade right here, which is a lot better than I was worrying about, because 1 over, I would have been starting my transition shade with this deep blue. It's still a deeper transition shade than I really ever use, but it's not horrible, honestly. I think we can work with this. It's not matte, but it's not shimmery. It's just like a satin matte. This color looks really dark in the pan, but when you blend it out, it doesn't look too bad. So I think that's a pretty good start so far. Okay, the next number is 17, which is in the same palette. So this is gonna be my crease shade, and it's this matte camel brown. So far, we have a pretty natural look going on. No crazy look so far. Bring this down a little bit, and I put it in my crease right below the red color that we used. Alright, not bad so far. This honestly may just end up being a normal everyday look. Alright, the next eyeshadow is going to be for the overall lid. I am hoping for a shimmery eyeshadow to go in there. So let's see. It is number 25, which is the same palette, and it is this shade. It's just like a deeper shade of this. So honestly, like this is a pretty normal look right now. I wouldn't do this darker shade there typically, but I was assuming this would be some sort of crazy eye look, but it's just normal. I'm gonna take a flat brush, really pretty burgundy. To do some major blending because this shade is deeper than the crease shade I used. Okay, now that that's on, those are some pretty harsh lines, so I'm going to try and blend those out. Okay, I did my best to blend out those lines, but then the colors are just kind of muddling together a little bit, but it still looks decent, right? The next step is the outer V, and we're finally leaving the Morphe palette because the next number is 39. So we're in the BH Cosmetics palette, and it's going to be whoop, this like kind of foresty foil green. So of course the only shimmery shade I get is in the outer V. I'm going to take this short flat brush. So it's not going over the deeper colors so well, so I'm going to try wetting my brush and see if we can get a better result. I think this shade just knows it is not meant here. Okay, it went in a little bit further into the lid than I intended. Go over some more with the burgundy shade. The burgundy shade doesn't really want to go over the forest green either. Wow, the light really reflects off of that foil shade. Okay, now we're looking a little bit crazy. The next step I'm going to do is the bottom lash line, and the number is 48, which is still in the BH Cosmetics palette, and it is the pink shade Aurora down here. So that's what I'm going to put on the bottom lash line. I don't really ever put foil eyeshadows on my bottom lash line, but it's a look. I mean, at least this shimmer shade goes with the other burgundies that I was using. The way that this eyeshadow is reflecting with the lights, I feel like it almost looks like I'm crying. I mean, it could be worse. Pink is not the most pigmented on my skin since it's a light pink and I have light skin. I feel like it makes my eyes look really weird though. It just changes the shape of my eye or something just seems off. Alright, next is the inner corner, and we are finally gonna get to the last palette. The number is 66, so that is, of course, for the inner corner, we're doing this brown shade. I've never done a dark color, especially not a brown in my inner corner, so this is new. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, this is not going well. Now I look insane. Ugh. Should I try to like blend this out? Ugh. Yeah, let's try and fix this. Such a nice transition from dark brown to light pink. Okay, I tried blending out the brown, but it's really hard to make a dark color look good in the inner corner. I look like a muddy swamp monster. These shades do not go together. I could have made this work if I could change where they went on my eyes, but that is not how the challenge went. So, alright, this completes my look. This was a super fun challenge to do, even if I look disgusting and crazy. Like, I'm not even gonna bother putting on mascara or anything else because this is coming right off. If you have your own channel, you should totally do this challenge and tag me in it because I would love to see what other looks people come up with. Now I want to think of other ways to do challenges like this where it's just like random and I have to go with the flow. So stay tuned for that because I like to try that with like my whole face and see how that goes. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your support and I will see you in my next video. Bye.